What he said.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
Added myself to this stage. We are live on YouTube going over the character bios of our amazing world of Project Naosis. We're going to go into the character bios today. I am super excited to be doing this. This is another live stream. We just live streamed recently with artists from Lethal Leopard, Igor Texeria. We had a great time with that. And now we're going to go more into what is Project Naosis and things along those lines. We had a great stream yesterday, super hyped about that. And now we're continuing today with another amazing stream. So we're going to pull up right now our character bios. We're going to share our character bios. We're going to be diving into the characters of Project Naosis. This was a 41 character print that we made for New York Comic Con. It has 36 of my characters like Omega, Hellsate, Thorn, Lithium, Valerie Vega, Imperium, Hybrid, Electrite, Crimson Pain, Banshee, so many amazing characters. And then we had guest characters. I asked some of my buddies to join us, and we have Reaper Destroyer, Nexus, Cordrath, and Dark Cloud. So those are all cool and amazing characters. And our first character that we're going to go over here is Crimson Pain. We're going to be going over Crimson Pain to start this one off. So I break things down differently. I basically have a nice little crop out of who they are, their name, the faction that they're in, their enhancements, and then, of course, their bio. And some of the characters will have key issues. So the name is Crimson Pain. Find out his name in Project Naosis episode 6. He's part of the Crimson Pain Rebellion. He has sonic speed. So think the Flash, but even crazier than that. So in the year 2090, one man changed everything. Crimson Pain, once shrouded in mystery, emerged as a force of unimaginable destruction. In a single apocalyptic strike, he annihilated the Guild of Titans. These were Earth's greatest heroes and were seen as gods, alongside wiping out over 90 million lives. And this was all in one day. The world didn't just witness chaos, it met its fear. 5 years later, in 2095, Crimson Pain stands as the head of a powerful army of elite soldiers and genetically enhanced warriors. Nations crumble in his shadow, resistance is thinning, and the question on everyone's lips is the same. Is Crimson Pain truly unstoppable? His dark legacy begins in Project Naosis episode 0, and his twisted rise to power unfolds throughout the series. Dive deep into his haunting origins, ruthless ambition, and secrets that forged a villain who shattered the world. Key issues. He was in our first ever issue, Project Naosis episode 0. You'll see him in New York City taking on the Guild of Titans. He takes on characters like Axiom, Odysseus, and Dark Mist Creature. Omega 2091 and 2. He takes on a character called Red Angel. You'll see him fight Red Angel in Beijing. Project Naosis 5 and 6. You get in Project Naosis 5, it's the first time we ever see our villain take on the Project Naosis team, which relates on Omega, Thorn, and Lithium. Omega, this badass guy right here. And then we have a Crimson Pain one-shot. It's a beginning, middle, and end just on Crimson Pain. It has a beginning, middle, and end. You can get that on our shop. Our shop, we have so many things to offer. We have our trade paperback, which collects our first 4 issues, which is Project Naosis 0, 1, 2, and 3. We have episode 0, cover A, episode 1, cover A, and then we have episodes 2, 3, 4. We have a couple limited amount. I think I have 2 of these. I might have to take this down, but we'll leave it there for now. We have episode 5, episode 6, episode 6, cover B. This cover is done by Igor Texeria. The Crimson Pain one-shot, our prequel series, and our newest one-shot, Voltage and Imperium, and then some of the items that we sold out on already. Super cool stuff. But, you know, super happy, super excited to be here. 1203, what a Voltage origin. What is up, Min Wizaji Bugala. Well, you're the first one that's commenting. And before we get into that, you deserve your very own intro.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Thank you for being the first comment in here. Yeah, Voltage's origin is told in Voltage and Imperium one shot, and that one shot was super cool. We just printed these out. We've been shipping them out for all of our amazing backers. Super crisp. I see Sage Hamad. What is up, Sage? What is going on? You are the second person commenting on our stream today. And with that, I'm feeling a little crazy. Something out of nowhere.
Randy in position for another curb stop. Over!
Quick RKO for you. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here. Hello again. Double high, and one more time. We got
Randy in position for another curb stop. Over!
Other RKO. Thank you very much. But yeah, we have the Voltage origin, which is super cool. We were just diving on that, and everyone that's here, make sure you're commenting. We're going over character bios today. I'm going to share the screen. We're going to go back to our website where we could check out more characters. We just went over Crimson Pain. You can see this on your website, my website. If you go on your laptop, it's hard to do on the phone, so your boy's the one designing it. So second one is Omega. And we have Jonathan Evans, codename Omega. His faction is Project Naosis, and his enhancement is energy manipulation. Like, think Goku, but purple, and it's blasting. He just can't fly. He got the armor because he's a fucking badass. But the heart and soul of Project Naosis, Jonathan Evans, known as Omega, is the unyielding leader fighting to reclaim a shattered world. In 2090, his life was torn apart by a cataclysmic awakening of Crimson Pain, like we discussed earlier. A disaster that claimed countless innocent lives and shattered humanity's hope, driven by loss and vengeance. Jonathan vowed to bring justice to those who fell in the chaos. He was recruited into the classified unit, where a groundbreaking serum unlocking powers beyond anything he could have imagined. Powers that made him a symbol of resistance. Now, as Omega, he leads Project Naosis against Crimson Pain as a relentless rebellion. He pushed himself and his team to absolute perfection, determined never to falter again. Key issues, you get his origin in Omega 2091 and 2. Project Naosis 1 is his first real full appearance. Project Naosis 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's one of our fan favorites. I would say, like, out of the two, it's everyone chooses Crimson Pain or they choose Omega. You know, there are flagship characters. Liz, what's going on, Liz? How you doing? Thank you for checking us out. And with that, big swanton bomb for you. RKO is right. We have RKOs that come out of nowhere here.
Randy in position for another curb stop. Over!
We get a lot of RKOs in here. 6-7. I don't know what that means. 6-7. I'm a little unk status now, you know. But we're gonna go back, check out another character. Next character we are going to check out from Project Naosis is Prince Euro. Look at that. This artwork's done by Johnny Morrow. He helped me do a lot of the concept art. He does the Disney Villainous line, all that cool stuff. He's super cool. He's the first guy I really commissioned to do stuff, which was awesome, and it was great that he was ready to roll. Of course, paid the bill. Who's not down to get some work. But name, Noah Thomas, codename Prince Euro, faction Project Naosis enhancements teleportation. Noah Thomas is the heir to the throne of the European Federation, one of the three former nations before the unification under the ULN. His father, King Liam Thomas, still rules vast territories across the Federation, while his sister holds a powerful position as one of the 10 ministers in the official Senate serving under the Prime Minister. Raised with privilege, Noah's life was far from easy. His father demanded more luxury, he wanted warriors, and so he made them. From birth, Noah and his sister were rigorously trained to become elite fighters and leaders. When the world united into combat global terror, King Liam entrusted his son to the classified unit Project Naosis. Here, Noah leads a double life, publicly a beloved superstar adored by fans and women worldwide, but secretly a deadly operative serving his nation's highest interests. So he's the only character that is not claimed, quote unquote, dead. Like, he's has that double life. He has that privilege. We dive more into that in Project Naosis episode 7, which is coming out. But his key issues, you see him in Project Naosis 1, Project Naosis 4, and now we'll see him back in 7 full throttle as Prince Hero, because with Project Naosis, there's no multiverse or do-overs. Spoiler, he gets his ass kicked in episode 1, and that has him in recovery for 4 issues. If they die, they die. We move on. So that's Prince Hero for you. Love him. Love the stakes that we're doing, like with King Liam Thomas and his sister. More to come. Next, we have Hybrid. Hybrid name, Cole Walker. Codename Hybrid. Faction Project Naosis, healing oneself. Once a nomadic hitman for hire, Cole Walker lived a double life, always on the move, yet anchored by a family in New York City. But in 2090, on a mission that took him away from those he loved, the world plunged into darkness and Cole lost everything. Consumed by rage and grief, he unleashed a brutal killing spree. It wasn't until Jonathan Evans intervened, bringing him into Project Naosis, that Cole's fury was forged into deadly precision. Enhanced by the Naosis serum, he gained the power to heal from any wound, a gift that many envy, but to Cole, it's a cruel irony. Trapped in a life with the release of death, haunted by the loss of his family, Cole's only driving force is vengeance. His singular mission to hunt down Crimson Pain and end him with his own hands. So he can heal himself, and he's great with combat. He's a hitman. Super cool stuff. Greedy. 67416776. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
That's what that is to me. That's what that is to me. But it's okay. Keep commenting. Cool. I appreciate you guys being here. So right now we went over Crimson Pain, Omega, Hybrid, Prince Hero. Who's next? Who's next on the website? And also for Hybrid, we're gonna do a one shot. It's on Kickstarter. I should have had that link open, but I don't. We're gonna share screens again. We're gonna go to character bios. We're gonna check out some more characters. Thorn, another amazing piece by Johnny Morrow. Victor Hernandez, Thorn, Project Naosis, generates long spike projectiles out of his forearms. So think of Baraka, and then he can like shoot them and send them out. Victor's military career began just at 16, but by 20, he was already fighting alongside Jonathan Evans as he's trusted right hand in an elite squad dedicated to dismantling terrorist threats. Enhanced by the powerful Naosis serum, Victor can generate razor-sharp spike projectiles from his forearms, deadly weapons he wields with precision. Whether in close combat or as lethal range attacks, these spikes have the unique ability to regenerate, making him a relentless force on the battlefield. Off the mission, Victor lives the next adrenaline rush, whether it's chasing through dangerous thrills, drugs, or fleeting romances. His arrogance masks deep insecurities buried beneath layers of bravado and pain, keep hidden even as he faces the deadliest fights. So, he has that, like that anchor, like he always needs to smoke, or, he needs something. He needs the rush. He loves diving headfirst out of the copter and spiraling into action. Like he needs the rush, and it's coped from, the loss of his original team before Project Naosis. And he's trying to cope with things. When you're a soldier constantly killing, you need that cope. And for him, that's his coping mechanism. Hellsate, Shinlao, codename Hellsate, faction Project Naosis, fire manipulation. Look how fucking badass she is. She is one of the coolest characters we designed. We're really seeing her full throttle in episode 7. This is her for the cover. Project Naosis 7. It's an amazing piece done by Sammy Marquise, who does the artwork for Project Naosis 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go, 6, 7 for you. Shinlao was a loyal servant to the Red Crown since the age of 7. She was originally part of the Crown's Guard, which was an elite group of women that protected the Emperor, who oversaw the Red Crown Nation. Recruited by Jonathan Evans to become a lead hero she is now, you will learn about her debut inside Omega 2090. Evans saw the potential in Shinlao, once gifting her the enhancement of fire and heat manipulation. Using this to engulf her enemies with clouds of fire, with one punch she will melt the flesh off any face who stand against her. Hellsate is the most humane member of the unit. Hellsate is driven by the task that's in front of her. All she knows is to serve for the mission and to feel the honor of a true warrior for her nation. So, she was saved by Omega, and now she's kind of like in this debt to him, but now it's grown so much more. Really, I would say like the best friends are Hellsate, Thorn, and Omega. And then we have characters like Lithium, who is a love interest of Hellsate and also the younger brother to Omega. So Michael Evans, codename Lithium, faction Project Naosis enhancements, energy manipulation. Michael Evans was once a household name, being the youngest champion in the history of Gladiator Instinct. Think like Super UFC. A national combat league built on fame, power, and spectacle. He rose to the top by defeating an undefeated legend, earning fame and fortune and the love of millions. But when his older brother, Jonathan Evans, extended an offer for him to join Project Naosis, Michael made a life-altering choice to enter the classified unit. He had to give up all of his fame, his name, and his life he's built to the world. Michael is dead. Now, he's a ghost in the system, fighting real threats and real stakes. Reckless in combat, but loyal to his core. Michael is one of the team's most passionate and dangerous assets. His deep bond with his brother drives him, and his willingness to put everything on the line that makes him impossible to ignore. He gave up the world for his brother. Now he fights to save what's left of it. That's a good line. Key issues. Project Naosis 1, Project Naosis 2, and Project Naosis 3, 4, and 5. He's in a lot of them. What is going on? What's up, Jackson? I6, I7E. What is the main power source of the Project Naosis universe? In what aspect? Like you're saying, like, is there who's the highest type of threat? Who is like there's no multiverse or do-over, so it's in Earth, right? So it's our Earth in 2095, and the speedster villain kills off everybody. So these new heroes rise up, and in the making, which you see in Volume 2, other heroes are now finally coming out of the shadows to showcase like their skills, like I'm a hero, all that stuff. And Jackson, with you being here, you are here, and we are happy. We are happy.
Classic John Byrne Brown and tan. Now, you fought the Hulk in this outfit, no?
That's for you, buddy. That's for you. RKO.
Randy in position for another curb stop. Oh,
It's just out of fucking nowhere. We'll go again. RKO. How about we mix it up, guys? How about we mix it up? So I have more than an RKO. I have so many different fun things. Let's do something a little different. I'm a big fan of the RKO. It's the dangerous 3 letters in wrestling. But I also like steps.
on the upturned ring step. Oh my God.
Poor Adam Page. Loving it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That means a lot.
Thank you.
Liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. Liking, subscribing means the world. With a like and subscribe, that's another thank you. We have another thank you for you. Thank you very much. Okay, back to it. More characters. Let's go over more characters. I don't know if we're going to hit them all today. Maybe we are. We'll see. I like the engagement that we're getting. Okay, Valerie Vega, faction ULN. So she works for the United League of Nations. She's put on this team to basically look over, like they're still part of the government. So this is a government official. Of course, she is a member of Project Naosis, but she's more towards the ULN side of things. So dual pistols and strategic defense operations. She doesn't have any powers. She's just a kick-ass mofo, a corporal in the ULN, and the government's embedded operative with Project Naosis, assigned to keep the elite unit in check. But over time, Vega has become far more than just an observer. She's proven herself as one of the team's most essential and reliable members. Despite having no enhancements, Vega holds her own alongside an augmented warriors of Project Naosis. A master marksman, an ace pilot, she's known for her sharp aim, sharper wit, and unwavering loyalty. While she's committed to the mission, her highest allegiance remains with the Prime Minister, like I said, serving as her eyes and ears with the unit. What's her weapon of choice? 2 plasma pistols, fast, precise, and deadly in her hands. Valerie Vega doesn't need enhancement to be dangerous. She just needs a target. Another fucking awesome line by your boy. Project Naosis 1, 2, 3, 5, and Omega 2. She really plays a full part in. I really like this character. There's a lot that we're going to do with her. Every character really has that beginning, middle, and end, and I'm excited to see where Valerie Vega goes. Now we're really on the Guild of Titans. These were the heroes that fell from Crimson Pain. So Odysseus was their leader, the faction, the Guild of Titans. He's flight and super strength. He also has laser vision. I forgot to put that on there. Odysseus is the leader of the Guild of Titans. He is known to the people as the nation as a god, a true symbol of hope to the people. This is due to him being the first to gain absolute fame from his enhancements. Odysseus is expected to become the true keeper of peace across the Americas. For 30 years, he has protected the people of the Americas for any injustice that comes his way, building up the Guild of Titans like himself, who fought alongside the government to install absolute peace. Excuse me. The Guild of Titans is made up of 22 heroes born enhanced. They are stationed all around the Americas to govern and help the people. Odysseus sits at the head of the table of the Hall of Titans. The Hall of Titans is the main HQ located in the center of America's capital, New York City. See what happens with that boy in the other Project Naosis. You have a great day, Sage. You have a great day. I appreciate your time. We're doing some today. Of course, people could watch it on the replay as well. And I'm super excited to be sharing this with you. And also, I'm going to post this comment. Lethal Leopard is live on Kickstarter right now. I want to pull that up real quick. This is our brand new comic series that is live on Kickstarter, where I team up with wrestler Enzo Amore. We got another backer earlier, 2,466. We have 45 backers. Our goal is $3,000. This book is absolutely fantastic. So if you're looking for a new issue 1 to dive into, this is for lovers of ancient mythology, pro wrestling, Spawn, and Dragon Ball Z. It's about trapped in the depths of the underworld. Brett Lyons, a half man, half Anubis hybrid, will stop at nothing to find his way back home to Earth. Every page of Lethal Leopard explodes with vibrant color, high octane action in a world unlike you've ever seen. Amazing art all around. I highly recommend checking this out. I just put the link down below. And Lethal Leopard, you just type it in on Kickstarter. You make an account. It doesn't charge you until the campaign ends. So I highly recommend doing that. We're going to X that back out. Boom. Okay. I really appreciate everyone coming on right now. We're still going to do a couple more of these bios. Super hyped about it. Anyone else in the chat, say what up. Say what up. That's how I feel with that Lethal Leopard. Or we can go something crazier.
Is brought to you by Modelo.
That's how I'll feel once we hit the funding goal. Okay, back to it. We're gonna share screens. We're gonna go check out more characters from Project Naosis. Another member of the Guild of Titans. We have Axiom. Look at that big arm. This is done by Corey Hampshire, who did Project Naosis Episode 0. Axiom was one of the key figures of the Guild of Titans, a legendary group of 22 heroes who once stood at the world's greatest line of defense, known not only for his formidable abilities, but also his unwavering kindness. Axiom embodied the very ideals of heroism. Unlike many heroes hardened by endless battles, Axiom remained approachable and compassionate. His presence was steadying force with his presence was a steadying force within the guild. He was a genuine man with a warm heart who treated allies and civilians with equal respect, while others carried themselves as distant icons. Axiom believed in connection, often reminding his peers that saving lives meant more than just winning fights. Yeah, that was like the Rock of the group, like someone that really can anchor people down. You know, he was a good-hearted person, and see what happens to him in Project Naosis 0. Zion, the Guild of Titans. Once a man of flesh and blood, Zion now exists as 90% machine, a living weapon forged by the Guild of Titans' most dangerous battles. His cybernetic body can transform at will, shifting into an arsenal of devastating weapons tailored to meet any threat. Gaia, the Guild of Titans, immortality and waterbending. An immortal who has walked the earth for centuries, Gaia rose to prominence in 2070 as one of the founding heroes of the legendary Guild of Titans. Blessed and cursed by her ageless existence, and the toll of immortality drains her strength, forcing her to rely on the specially designed regeneration chamber. Gaia's life follows a relentless cycle. 4 years of fierce battles alongside the Guild of Titans, followed by 4 years of deep slumber within her watery tomb. The sacred resting place replenishes her powers, allowing her to command the sea with unmatched mastery. As the older sister of Odysseus, Gaia's control over the ocean is both a gift and a burden, a force that has shaped the fate of heroes and villains alike. We'll do one more and check out the chat. Red Angel, Red Angel, among the 22 champions of the Guild of Titans, Red Angel was fierce and a radiant guardian of the Red Nation. Should be the Red Crown. I messed that up. But anyways, each day protecting the vast expanse of Asia and China with wings that carried her high above the cities and mountains. She was a watchful presence in the skies, ever ready to defend her people. Red Angel's experience was as bold as her flight. She embraced every mission with an infectious excitement, turning each battle into both a challenge and a calling. To the people below, she was a crimson beacon of hope. To her enemies, a swift and unstoppable force descending from the heavens. So there was, the 22 champions of the Guild of Titans, but, some were stationed in Americas and some were stationed all across. As soon as they, had these 3 set nations, the Red Crown area, they had the red, the Americas had like that gold trim and that cool, like kind of like gray. He's more of a warder character in a sense, like because he was guarding this big prison. I don't know if the European Federation will be blue for all of them, but I liked his fit. It was specific for him just because he was made by them. But yeah, that's a couple of more of the Guild of Titans. I see we got some new comments in here. I'm back. Love you and your videos. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's do a couple more. Couple more characters. Rifter. So he's part of the Pain Patriots. Crimson Pain's Rebellion, the Pain Patriots. So we got Rifter, Pain Patriots, Telekinetic, and an elite craftsman of war and strategy, leading the rebellion under Crimson Pain's banner. The Pain Patriots seek to tear down the oppressive rule of the ULN and usher in a ruthless new era, one ruled by strength, not law. Rifter's most terrifying weapon is his telekinetic power, allowing him to manipulate his environment with deadly precision. No battlefield is the same when he's in control. Every object, every piece of debris becomes a weapon in his hands. His key issues are Project Naosis 1 and the Crimson Pain one-shot. We got some more villains for you. We got Banshee. She's in the Pain Patriots. Sonic Scream. A ruthless commander in the Crimson Pain's deadly rebellion. Banshee is one of the most feared figures in the world. Savage to her core, she lives from bloodshed and chaos, using her razor-sharp claws to shred through anyone who refuses to bow to Crimson Pain's rule. Merciless and untamed, Banshee doesn't negotiate, she annihilates. Her presence on the battlefield signals only one thing: total destruction. Defy Crimson Pain and she'll tear you apart. She's in Project Naosis 1, 4, 5 in the one shot. Look how badass. Crazy. Sammy Marquis killing it. We got Vantage, our big bad for Volume 1. He's dark matter energy. He's Crimson Pain's most lethal disciple, cold, maniacal, and entirely void of empathy. Vantage serves as a twisted right hand of the rebellion, carrying out Pain's will with a ruthless precision. He has no regard for life and no loyalty to anyone but himself, along with his leader, Crimson Pain. To Vantage, destruction is art and chaos. It's the only truth worth following. Wherever he goes, mercy dies, and the shadow of Crimson Pain grows stronger. He's in 2, 3, 4, and 6 key issues. We have the Prime Minister Williams, King Liam Thomas, Jacob Marlowe. We'll be doing these 3 in just a minute. You guys can all check these out too, as long as you're on a computer, and check out this right here. We could check out the character bios. If not, you can also just go to projectnaosisshop.com and order all of your books on there. We have tons of stuff. They ship the same week. We're constantly doing more Kickstarters, things along those lines. This is the link if you're looking to buy anything from this shop. We have so many books for you, and they're super high quality. Like you can't mess with this. Voltage, boom. Omega 2, Crimson Pain one shot, Project Naosis 5. Special limited edition of the Voltage, limited to 50 copies. Trade paperback, and then Project Naosis episode 4. We also have Project Naosis 6 here as well. All right, we're gonna do 3 more character bios. Comment what's your favorite character that you've seen so far. Is it Crimson Pain? Is it Omega? Is it Hellsate? Who is it? Let me know. We'll really appreciate it. I see more people joining us in With Great Power.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Uncle Ben. Okay, let's go back into it. Let's go back into more character bios as we are going through. Boom is our shop. Back to character bios. We were at Vantage. Nice. And now it is time for the political side of Project Naosis. We have Prime Minister Williams in 2090. Following the catastrophic awakening, Megan Williams emerged as the architect of the new era. Through unwavering resolve and political brilliance, she accomplished what many thought impossible: the unification of the world's fractured nations under the banner of the ULN. Stern, commanding, and fueled by an unshakable passion, Williams dedicates every measure of her strength to securing the safety of her people. Through her leadership is often uncompromising. It is born from a profound sense of duty to safeguard her nation's future. To allies, she's a beacon of stability. To adversaries, an unyielding force. Badass. King Liam Thomas, so Prince Yarl's father. Once the king of the European Federation before the unification of the three nations, Liam Thomas stood as a symbol of tradition strength during a turbulent era. Though he formally forfeited his crown under the new ULN government, he continues to carry himself as royalty, still claiming the title of king in the eyes of the Europe's people, now serving as chief advisor to the prime minister in Elysium. Elysium is the city for Project Naosis elite. Thomas blends regular authority and political acumen. Jacob Marlowe, he's the scientist for Project Naosis. He helps them make gear. Hybrid and Omega can make their own gear, but Jacob Marlowe is really the gear guy for everybody else. So he's a scientist, and I should say engineer, right? Brilliant and endless inventive. He is the chief scientist and lead engineer behind the classified unit known as Project Naosis. Never mind, it was there. Every piece of armor, weaponry, and life-saving tech the team uses is born from this genius. From the iconic suits worn in battle to Hybrid's infamous weapon, the Wrath of Hades, he is an architect of their survival and strength. He also developed the pod, a revolutionary regeneration chamber that heals and restores operatives after grueling missions, keeping them alive with all else fails. As the mastermind behind the unit's cutting-edge technology, he isn't just a scientist, he's the backbone of Project Naosis, crafting the future of warfare, one innovation at a time. With Omega 2090 characters, we're going to repurpose Omega 2090 back into Project Naosis. We're taking Omega 2090 1 and 2, which is both 28-page books, and making a Project Naosis episode 9 with another 10 pages. This is really the origin story of Project Naosis and how Omega and Thorn. I should have put Thorn in here. Well, Thorn again, Victor Hernandez, but it's okay. We have Shaddan. He's one of the main bad guys. We have Project Naosis Volume 2 characters like Imperium, Voltage. In the upcoming new villains, we have Blood Tide and Mercer. Super cool characters. We're at Omega 2090. Let's see what's up. Do I play Roadblocks? Is that what it is? He wrote Roadlocks. No, I do not. The streaming is really going to be in a sense of comic book stuff or more entertainment. I used to do a lot of the video game stuff. I don't anymore. It's just time consuming, and we're working on a lot of books. And we got to get those books going. So yeah, we're 33 minutes in. I'm super happy. We're going over the character bios. We're going to finish out strong. We're going to finish the Omega 2090 characters. We'll go into the Volume 2 characters, wrap this all up. All you guys that are staying with me right now, I really appreciate it. Make sure we like, comment, subscribe, and we got this.
I'm Marvel Jesus, you dull creature, and I will not...
Yeah. Back to it. We could finish strong. Omega 2090 characters. We have Jonathan Evans, the Americas, assault weapons, and neurobioengineering. Jonathan Evans dedicated his life to service at the age of 18, enlisting in the ULN Army with a drive to defend his people. Rising quickly through the ranks, he earned the title of general and became a frontline commander in the fight against international terrorism. Renowned by his flawless precision and fight against international terrorism. Oh, I repeated that. Renowned of his flawless precision and tactical brilliance, Evans led missions across the globe without suffering a single casualty under his command. This is a testament to both his leadership and his unshakable sense of responsibility for those who serve beside him. His mastery of assault weaponry, combined with his groundbreaking work in neurobioengineering, makes him not only a soldier, but also a visionary strategist. Find out how this guy turns into Omega We have Ty, dual batons and assault weapons, an expert in hand-to-hand combat as he's a lead soldier underneath General Evans' unit, skilled with dual batons and pistols. He's a threat unlike any other when it's close and personal. Bruda, pilot of the America's anti-terror squad. Bruda is a loudmouth, shoot first, ask questions later, as she's tough as tough gets. Steve DeBear, knife combat. Steve is a knife specialist in the America's anti-terror unit. He is a light on his feet, but quick to the kill. Shaddam, Terror of the World Organization, leader of the Terror of the World Organization that smuggles organs to the highest bidder across the world. Him and his collective of terror fused themselves with cybernetics to make them lethal threats. Super cool. And that is Omega 2090. We're going to go into Volume 2 characters next. Like I said, make sure you're checking us out. Like, comment, subscribe. You can check out all of our books at projectnaosis.com. And then we also have Lethal Leopard live on Kickstarter right now. And we'll take a look at that for a quick second. Let's get that back up. Look at this beauty. Kate and white cover. You don't want to miss this. Black and white cover. Limited editions up to 100 copies. These are super exclusive. It doesn't charge you until the end of the campaign. We're at 45 backers. We want to get to 3,000. 3,000. And hopefully we get to over 100 backers, which would be cool. So back to character bios. We're going over now the Volume 2 characters from our newest issues. If you're new looking to Project Naosis, you could start from Project Naosis 4, 5, and 6. No problem. Oh, I did it again. Wrong one. One more time. 9 times the charm, right? 9 times the charm. Character bios. Imperium. Clay Hughes, superhero name. Imperium faction. Imperium Voltage. Cybernetic arm. As a decorated U.S. combat veteran with a classified discharge, he's vanished from the public eye until now. Reemerging in the heart of San Diego, he's become the city's unlikely guardian, wielding justice with a towering cybernetic arm that doubles as a devastating weapon. Brilliant and battle-hardened, he's a master of cybernetic systems, able to dismantle, rewire, or weaponize any piece of tech he encounters. In a world overrun by augmented threats, a digital warfare, he is not just a hero. His partner, Joey Hughes, Voltage, Imperium Voltage. Voltage has electricity manipulation, and it's like red. Super cool. Voltage is a rising superhero from the streets of San Diego as he's fed up with all the chaos that has come to his home. See Voltage in action as he makes his debut inside Project Naosis 4. Blood Tide. So much fun making this character. Blood Tide is one of the 12 commanders in Crimson Pain's conclave of elite enhanced. He was a prisoner inside the Goliath prison for being born transformed into an enhanced. So he was like kind of like born like this, and they just treat him like a monster. So water manipulation. Mercer, he's part of the Pain Patriots as well. Energy absorption. Mercer, one of the 12 commanders in Crimson Pain's conclave of enhanced, elite and enhanced. So yeah, that's all of our characters from Project Naosis. I highly recommend checking us out and checking out all of our books at projectnaosis.com. You could see so many different things. We have pre-orders, all that new stuff, and I highly recommend checking it out. You can go on your computer and see this because I made it differently for that. You can see one of our Forbes articles. You can see our conventions that we've done. We got to update some of these things, but you see our team. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. You can find all the links there. Our art team that worked with us as well. Beyond grateful for all of them. So yeah, we're going to stop sharing. But I really appreciate everyone checking out the stream today. We did a nice solid 38 minutes. And one more time for all you at home.
Randy in position for another curb stop. Oh!
Out of nowhere. So yeah, appreciate all your time. We're going to be streaming more soon. So make sure you're following us. And I'll see you guys next time.
And that's all, folks.